Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making another empire, and that country is going to be Greece. So in the past, Greece has had many famous empires. Think about the Macedonian one, the Byzantines, or just the Eastern Roman Empire. But today they're going to be making their own present-day Greek empire. So let's go and begin with them declaring war on North Macedonia, which is now just going to be known as Greece, as Skopje falls and the entire country surrenders. Not a very difficult war for Greece. They're a decently powerful country here in the Balkans, and they're going to have their way taking them out. After North Macedonia, they go and declare war on Albania. Once again, just push in, capture the entire country within a few weeks. The Greek army here, well, Albania and North Macedonia are not the most powerful countries to begin with, so they're going to have a pretty easy time. But now, where do they go from here? They've taken out North Macedonia and Albania. Where are they going to go? Well, they're going to go for Kosovo. Of course, it's their smallest neighbor, but Serbia sees this as a declaration of war, as they may be enemies with Kosovo, but they don't think the border looks like this. They think the border looks like this. So we're going to go ahead and see this as a declaration of war and join in. Greek troops do very quickly, though, push into southern Kosovo, and just look at this map. Yeah, pretty one-sided. Pretty dang one-sided. But Greek troops are going to push up, capture Kosovo, and push up towards Belgrade. Serbia, well, they're going to get an ally here, and that's going to be Montenegro. Oh, wait, where's Montenegro? There is no Montenegro, because Montenegro's dead, Belgrade was captured, and Serbia's fallen. Are we overestimating Greece here? Yes, probably. Are we going to go ahead and do it anyways? Definitely. With that, Greece is now seen as a more minor European power. They definitely have some influence, and let's just say they're strong enough to do some stuff. What's the stuff, you may ask? Well, let's go ahead and say boom. Let's say boom. And then boom, boom, boom. Oh, they declare war on the rest of the Balkans. Who's going to win this? Well, it's going to be close. But, yeah, we all know who's going to win this, don't we? Greek troops begin to push into Bosnia and Herzegovina, quickly capture Sarajevo and capitulate the country. He set up a stalemate with Croatia and began to push it into Bulgaria. Sadly for them, they did not have enough troops on the Romanian border, and Romanian and Bulgarian troops began to seep into present-day Serbia. With this, Greek troops are taken out of a lot of Croatia, and all of northern Serbia falls. With the fall of northern Serbia, though, Greek troops are having a fun time over here in Bulgaria, where Sofia falls, and Bulgaria surrenders. With the fall of Bulgaria, well, we can already see who's winning this. Although, you could consider it close, as Croatian troops are now pushing back into Bosnia. And honestly, Greece does not want to continue this war, so they agree to peace terms with the blue team. And, well, both sides are going to gain and lose land here. But for Greece, it's going to be beneficial, but not by a lot. Not by a lot at all. Take a good amount of land from Croatia and Bosnia. Although they do lose some of northern Serbia, which is split up between the Croats and the Romanians. From there, they do take over a majority of Bulgaria, who has no say in what happens to them, and yeah, overall, I'm pretty sure they gain more land than they lose, so I'd call it a Greek success. Meanwhile, multiple unions are formed, as, yeah, this new Greek empire is a massive threat on all of these countries' borders, and they do not want to die. None of them want to die. Of course not. Why would you want your country to die? Romania unites with whatever's left of Bulgaria, along with uniting with Moldova. And as for Croatia, they unite with what's left of Bosnia, take a bit of present-day Serbia, and annex all of Slovenia. So yeah, that's just the Balkans' way of saying, hey, we're gonna resist. You cannot kill us. You cannot beat us. Is it gonna work for now? Yes. And they actually decide to get, let's just say, on more friendly terms with these countries. They would rather not have to worry about a constant threat to the north when they're trying to go in other directions. Meanwhile, they do annex a lot of land, though, and maybe even losing northern Serbia is a good thing as it consolidates their strength. Actually, losing land is almost never a good thing, unless it's rebelling land. Then it could be. But yeah, Greece has made themselves a pretty large empire here in the Balkans, and I think they are finally ready to go ahead and declare war on Turkey, who is probably their all-time #1 rival. And in real life, Turkey would win a war, but here Greece has expanded a lot, and they actually have Cyprus join them, willingly, for the record. Let's go ahead and see how this plays out. In strength, they are pretty equal, but Greece has the first strike, and they quickly push into the European part of Turkey, capture Istanbul, capture all of Turkey's islands, and yeah, just start preparing a naval landing. With the fall of Istanbul, it's renamed Constantinople and made the capital of Greece instead of Athens. And they make a landing on the Turkic peninsula. They move around a bit, having full naval superiority. But overall, the Turkish army is able to push them back. As, yeah, they are definitely not a weak country, and they are going to fight until they eventually do die. How are they going to die here? Well, Greece is going to have an ally called Iran. Now, in real life, this would most likely spark a whole Middle Eastern war with Saudi Arabia joining in. But here, we're just going to assume that only Iran joins in against Turkey. Iranian troops begin to push into Turkey, and Turkey actually decides to dedicate a lot of troops to the Iranian border to begin to push them back. While they're pushing back the Iranians, though, the Greeks make a large advance into northern Turkey, capturing Ankara, and yeah, just overall a lot of very valuable land. With the fall of all this land, and a landing being made in southern Turkey, cutting them off from the Mediterranean Sea, Turkey sees that they're beginning to lose to Greece, and decide to make a deal, which is basically, Greece, stop invading us, I want to do this, and then Greece, help us. And Greece actually agrees to this and helps them push into Iran. If you're wondering how they're doing this, they have Greek help. And if you're wondering why Greece would ever help them, it's because they have agreed to do this. But now Greece is invading Iran. Why are they doing this? Because they don't want to share the spoils of Turkey. They're going to begin to invade into northern Iran until eventually the country says, okay, fine, you can have all of Turkey. Once Iran agrees to this, Greece pretty much lets them go, and let's go ahead and see what this peace treaty looks like. First things first, that is Greece getting a lot of land here. They're gonna get a ton of land out of Turkey, and this is gonna turn them into a small global power. Meanwhile, Turkey is gonna get that tiny bit of Iran they were promised in return for helping the Greeks. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. In the end, without Iran, Greece would have lost. Well, no, they would have still won, but a lot more Greeks would have died, and they screwed over Iran. So they have an enemy down here, but they have a puppet in between them, so they'll be fine. But yeah, with all this new land, Greece is now a major global power. Their influence has definitely grown. They've probably passed Pakistan or Brazil, and are in either the 10th or 9th strongest country place. And yeah, wow. Very, very powerful country here. What are they going to do next? Well, they're going to be doing a little bit of African colonizing. It's not going to be called a colony, but we all know what they're doing here. Greece is honestly just trying to expand their influence to other areas of the world, that area of the world being over here in Libya. They begin to push into northern Libya until eventually near the capital, and once Libya sees that they have zero chance of winning this war, they surrender. Greece sees this and actually decides not to fully annex the country, as they see no point in doing so. It would just be a hassle for them, and they take a tiny bit of northern Libya instead. This is going to expand Greece's influence without causing them too many issues. From there, they declare war on Egypt, which is going to be probably their second most difficult war yet. After Turkey, they won't have any help here, but with all their newfound strength, they are going to begin to push in. With this, they capture Cairo and Alexandria and begin to push down the Nile River. Egypt, seeing absolutely zero chance when the Suez Canal falls and all of the Sinai Peninsula, decide to surrender to the Greeks. They still have a good amount of important land, but see zero point in fighting a war they know they are going to lose. Once again, the Greeks take this as an opportunity to puppet a country and just take a good amount of Egypt, a lot of northern Egypt. This is going to absolutely cripple the country. But what are they supposed to do? If they said, no, we're not giving you this, and started to revolt, the Greeks would just push down even harder. Killed more Egyptians, etc., etc. With a now colony in Africa, they decide they have to connect around the sea and declare war on Israel. This is going to go about how you'd expect it to go, and in the end, Greece annexes Israel. Israel is powerful, but this Greece is incredibly powerful. When it comes to strength, they are nearing that of India, and when it comes to population, well, they're doing fine. With all these countries, you can't know exactly what's going to happen, but they do annex Palestine, which pisses off all the Arab countries, and they annexed Israel, which pisses off the US. So what are they going to do now? They have zero allies. Neither side likes them. Literally nobody. Well, they're going to annex Lebanon, deciding if nobody's going to like me, then I'm not going to try and make anybody like me. They then go ahead and interfere in the Syrian civil war and take advantage of it to annex all of Syria's coastline. Once they take this, though, I'd say so. I guess so. Greece is now done fighting. They have taken just about everything you could possibly want. They have themselves a massive empire. And yeah, they are now definitely at least top 10 countries in the world when it comes to military strength. Probably top 7, if I had to guess. You've passed up Pakistan, they've passed up Brazil. They're probably with the likes of Japan at this point, so even higher. They've passed up the United Kingdom, and they've passed up France. They have become the number 1 Middle Eastern power, the number 1 European power besides Russia. And they have grown their influence globally with area in Africa and Asia. But with this, the Greek Empire is finished. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.